Welcome to the latest episode of the Edgar Burroughs mini podcast. These short podcasts are meant to supplement the full-length episodes that I do with Scott Stewart and Jess Terrell, in which we generally talk about one of Edgar Burroughs' books in detail. My name is Tim DeForest. I'm the author of several books about what I call pre-digital pop culture, things like the pulp magazines that Burroughs was published in, old-time radio, classic comic books, old B movies, and so on. And I keep a blog about such things at Comics, Old-Time Radio, and other cool stuff. Right now, we're using the mini podcast to do a chapter-by-chapter summary of the 1912 novel A Princess of Mars. Please note that we will be including spoilers, both regarding the chapter that we're discussing today and for the rest of the book and possibly for other books in the series. I would also recommend that you reread today's chapter before listening to the podcast, as I will be assuming that you are familiar with the events we are discussing. Today we're talking about chapter 14. Now, I don't know why it's enjoyable to read about John Carter putting his foot in his mouth and ticking off the lady he loves. For male readers, maybe this is rooted in a secret joy that he's having trouble with his lady and we're not, at least not at the moment. But this leads to a poignant bit of characterization that reminds us that for all Barsoom is turning out to be the place John Carter wants to spend his life, he's still a stranger in a strange land. His inner thoughts, missing his family on Earth and feeling completely alone and friendless on Mars, humanizes him enormously and helps cement that sort of secondhand friendship we feel towards more likable protagonists in our favorite books. That he doesn't moon around, but allows his sense of humor to pull his spirits back up, is another key part of establishing his character. Girls sometimes dump us, guys. You'll live through it. Buck up and move on. I also thoroughly enjoy John Carter's anger at seeing Dejah Thoris chained for the journey back to the Thark home grounds, and enjoyed even more his confrontation with Tarkus. Both the Earthman and the Green Martian conduct themselves by their own codes of honor and treat each other with complete honesty and mutual respect. This is one of the several incidents that prime us to easily believe that their eventual lifelong friendship is real. The dialogue here is particularly sharp, especially this exchange. He, that stars Tarkus, looked at me long and earnestly before he spoke. Were you to give me your word that neither you nor Dejah Thoris would attempt to escape until after we have safely reached the court of Tal Hajjus, you might have the key and throw the chains into the river ice. It were better that you hold the key, Tarkus, I replied. He smiled and said no more. But that night, as we were making camp, I saw him unfasten Dejah Thoris's fetters himself. Now, we do get a reminder of how ruthless the Green Martian culture is when they destroy the incubator belonging to another tribe. This incident also serves as a bit of foreshadowing. That enemy tribe, the Warhoons, will soon play a key role in the story. Now, finally, we get an epic duel between John Carter and Zad, along with Sarkoja's treachery and, despite her professed anger at John Carter, Dejah Thoris's attack on Sarkoja to save Carter. Sola's self-sacrifice in trying to protect Dejah Thoris is also pretty awesome. The entire scene is vividly entertaining, and between Carter's wounds and the mystery of whom, if anyone, Sarkoja stabbed, ends with an intense cliffhanger. That's it for now. Once again, my name is Tim DeForest. Please visit my blog at Comics, Old-Time Radio, and other cool stuff. You'll also be able to find links to my Amazon.com author page there. Thank you for listening. We'll be back with another mini podcast soon. And keep an ear out also for our full-length episodes.